Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chanel B. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you again. In today's video, we are going to talk about something that I've been dealing with for the past, something I've been dealing with all my life that I'm pretty sure would be helpful to you guys. And in today's video, we're going to get into 4 ways to get out of a rut, right? So if you are feeling stuck, you're feeling unmotivated, this is going to be the video for you. So if this sounds like something that you'll be interested in, just keep on watching. Okay, so if you guys can't tell, I am in a different location. I'm in what is going to be soon my filming studio, but it is empty right now because I was able to clean it up, put the stuff away in the closet, and I'm just happy to be in this space that I'm going to be in soon. So just getting a feel for it, Today, guys, like always, I am sipping on my yogi tea. This one is the green tea blueberry. Yes, it's like a blueberry green tea. Get this out of the way. Blueberry green tea. And y'all, it is so good. Normally I drink it early in the morning because it's a green tea and it's a slimming tea. So that green tea kind of revs up your metabolism for the day. But I just decided to get some this afternoon because actually I ran out all of my other flavors. But I am going to put this tea down below in my Amazon shop so that you guys can get it. Listen, I'm telling y'all, once y'all start drinking that yogi tea, let me tell you how you drink it. You put the tea in like how you normally do. Put squeeze a half of a lemon, and also go ahead and put like 2 teaspoons in your cup of honey. Put 2 teaspoons in your cup, and y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and put all the information down below so you can go ahead and get you some, so that when you're watching the Chill Sundays, or even when you wake up on Monday through Friday, you get you a cup of tea, get your day started. I'm telling you, it's gonna make you feel really good. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so if you're anything like me, you have these spurts and these moments where you just don't feel like doing anything. I was trying to find a better way to say that, but there are moments where you really don't feel like doing much of anything, right? Low energy, not productive, wasting time, and the list goes on, right? So I oftentimes find myself in these ruts when I'm just so consumed and so overwhelmed with so many tasks and so many things to do, up until the point, y'all, where I end up not doing a damn thing. Like, you ever had so much on your list that you was just like, okay, I'm not about to do any of this. And so that happens for a day, and then it ends up happening for a couple of days, and then it happens for a week, 2 weeks, and before you know it, the entire month that you say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get this done, you end up not getting anything done. Y'all, that is the story of my life. But let me tell you, the first thing in order for you to get out of this unmotivated and stuck situation where you're just feeling like, like how can I get out of this rut, this lazy rut of not wanting to do anything? First thing you need to do is cut off social media. Yes, I know this is going to be a big deal, especially if you are a content creator. You make your means of living is from your socials and things like that. Listen, even when you work a 9 to 5, you need a break, which is what they call PTO or leave, FMLA leave, or whatever type of leave. You do ultimately get to the point where your mind and your body is not like really functioning at its peak, and you actually have to take a break. So the number one thing that I recommend when you are feeling stuck is to get off of social media. A lot of times social media will make us feel like we have to always be on the hustle. We have to always be on the grind. And y'all, I'm telling you, that is not even healthy. That's not even true, right? It is a lie from the pits of hell, okay? Listen, you don't have to always be productive. Sometimes being productive is not doing anything but being in bed and just being one with your thoughts, right? So that is the first tip to getting out of this feeling of feeling stuck. All right, y'all, and for the second tip, on what you need to do when you are feeling stuck and you're feeling unmotivated. You need to get out of the house, okay? Now, it is completely up to you what you do with your time outside of the house. Some people like to go outside and, hang out, go to the club, hang out with friends, party. Whatever the case may be, this is what I will say. Try not to do anything that will lower your already low energy, if you picking up what I'm putting on, right? So don't indulge in any recreational activity that's going to actually lower your already low vibration that you're feeling at the moment, right? Schedule some tasks outside of your home that will actually make you feel good. So, if you feel like because it's sunny outside, you want to put on a swimsuit and just go lay out by the pool, even if you don't even get in the pool. If you need to go to a parent's house, like your grandparents' house, your grandparents always make you feel good. If you need to ride around your old neighborhood to remember why it is that you're working so hard in the first place, that's a good way to get out of the house and do something a little more productive. If you want to get out, just go get you some Starbucks and go sit at Starbucks and surf the internet. That is you getting out of the house and that movement on your body, because a lot of times when you're not feeling motivated, you start staying in the house, you start not taking care of yourself, and things just start to pile up almost. But you actually taking the first step to getting up and getting out of the house is going to be a start. I know it seems far-fetched because you probably have a list of to-do things to do, but not to worry about that. What you need to focus on is actually getting out of the house. Once you get your body up and out of the house, let's say on a Thursday, when Friday come around, then you can start doing what I see is tip number 3. And that is setting up your day and prioritizing your tasks, okay? So all the tasks can't get done in one day. So there's something that's going around right now. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but I watch Erin on Demand. She is man, oh my God, Erin on Demand is so good to watch when you're feeling unmotivated, and especially if you're like a content creator. But even if you have a 9-to-5, she has a lot of great tools and tips that you can use. But she has this thing called the top 3, and pretty much what it is sometimes we overwhelm ourselves with our to-do list. We have 4 or 5, maybe even 10 things to do on a Wednesday, and it's just not the way of life. Like, it's not a way to live. What she advises is that you write down 3 you write down 3 things that you have to get done on your to-do list for that day, like no matter what. If your 3 things are done, then you can either move on to a 4th thing, or you can just celebrate and wait for the next day to add 3 more things. But each day add 3 things that you absolutely have to get done for that day. Do not exceed 3 things. Trust me. Doing this, I know at first it's gonna feel like you're not getting much of anything done, but by the end of the week, by Friday coming around, you're gonna see that you've gotten way more done than when you had a list of 5, 6, 7, 10 things to do, okay? So make sure you're getting out of the house. The next day, you are setting up your day I'm talking about from the time you wake up. If you wanna wake up, you want to write in your journal, you want to meditate, write that down. Write everything down. You have to give your day direction. If you don't give your day direction, then the constant being unmotivated, you're going to stay in that space and in that place, okay? All right, guys, and for the last and final tip on what to do to get out of the rut when you are feeling stuck and unmotivated is to ultimately sit with yourself and figure out exactly what it is that you are scared of. Okay, let me try and explain this. A lot of times when we procrastinate and we're feeling stuck and we're feeling unmotivated and our tasks and to-do lists are building up, it's because we have built up this unrealistic fear inside of us, right? So for example, if you have a really big project that's coming up, you may have been holding it off because you really have a fear of not doing well on a project, or the project may seem to take too long to get complete, so you kind of push everything to the side, get all in your head and end up not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Once you sit with yourself and really figure out what is it that I'm afraid of, you'll really start to learn your patterns of you feeling unmotivated and feeling stuck, right? A lot of times when we get into these ruts, we feel like what we're doing, even if it's a repeated everyday thing, getting up, going to work and taking care of the kids and going to the gym and making sure we eat well, we may feel like it has no end result, no great end result. So it's almost like we are in our heads saying like, well, what am I doing all this for? You know, like I've been going to the gym every day. I ain't losing no weight. I've been going to work every day. I ain't no millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is we start that build up allows us not to be productive and proactive about what we need to do to move our lives forward. And this just keeps us in this space where we're not moving forward. So I really want you to take heed. And once you've gotten off of social media, once you've gotten out the house to do something, even if it's something small, once you've prioritized and made a task list for the next day, I also want you to write next to it, what are you afraid of? What is holding you back? Once you start to discover some of the things that are holding you back, you'll oftentimes realize that those things aren't real. Like you can't even, they're not even factual. Like you can't even get any solid facts on whether or not this is a true fear or not. Fear is there's no truth to fear. But just in case you were all in your head and you wanted to know, like, is this thing really going to happen? Is this thing going to really crash and burn? Am I really going to mess up on this test or on this project? It is all really in your head. So also next to your list, write down how long each task will take. So if you say I have to build something, put 2 or 3 hours next to it. And make sure that you cap off at the 3 hours, okay? So I hope this was really, really helpful to you guys. If you don't remember nothing else from this video, remember, when you're feeling like this, social media, at least for a couple days. Social media, you gotta get off, okay? Because that is usually the root of a lot of issues that a lot of us are having these days. We just don't know how to disconnect from social media, and social media can become so consuming that we think that it's real life, and it's really just highlight reels, as I've mentioned before, and it's really not everybody's life all day, every single day. So if you don't get anything else from this video, at least get that. Guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I'm so happy that I'm back and I'm here. I'm feeling focused. I'm feeling ready. I've gotten off of social media for a little while. I got out the house. Listen, all the stuff that I just told y'all to do, I had to do for myself for the past week or two. Mine's actually lasted a little bit longer, so I know that these things will help. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know if this was of any help to you. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all later.